The Easter long weekend meets low prices at Dan Murphy's. That's right, whether you're headed to Whoop Whoop or just staying put, Dan's have gotcha on the long weekend. With the lowest prices on a range that'll satisfy everyone from uncles to best mates. Avoid the Good Friday scramble and stock up the esky by Thursday so you can sit back and sip this long weekend. You get it. You understand. And if you found it cheaper, well, Dan's will beat it. It's as simple as that. Nobody beats Dan Murphy's. T's and C's apply, and choose to drink wise.
Hey swingers, welcome to the Make Me Good at Golf podcast.
Swingers?
Just
Saucy.
three mates
What are you talking
trying
about?
to get good. I'm talking about you two, not me. I did swing the ball. Trying to get good at golf. First up, the man with the sweetest swing of the three of us, the Fred Couples of this trio. It's Mr. 48. It's Peter Hallier.
Thank you very much. I wish a sweet swing equaled longer distance. I would say that, but
Wind it up.
thank you.
Okay, the man who hits the ball a long way. He's our John Daly of this trio.
Please.
It's long ball Lehmo.
Oh, where's the first tee and what's the course record?
And where are the Winnie Blues?
And Damien Fleming here.
Leems,
Mr. 71.
Yes, Peter.
Mr. 71. He's good to have.
71, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Have you played some golf?
Over the last week?
Yes.
No, I haven't played golf over the last week. However, this week, if it's okay, because I've been busy working on a project that's taken up all of my time in the last 7 days, but can I operate vicariously through a former guest on the show?
Sure.
Glenn Gilmore, mate of mine, captain of the Australian polo team, who is currently in Florida with his polo. He's commentating polo over there and doing some coaching as well. He's got a great life. He does a third of the year in England, a third of the year there, and a third of the year here. Anyway, and he loves his golf. He played Trump International in Miami because a polo friend of his is a member. So he took Glenn along.
And he's a massive Macca guy, isn't he?
And he's yes. So they went to Trump.
Do you have to wear the MAGA hats when you're playing Trump International?
They're certainly for sale on course.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
They're certainly for sale. Well, let's have a look at a couple of the videos here. Let's just bring them up randomly there, Rob, because I know I didn't label them. And we'll talk through. So this is...
he's 45, 47.
On one of the tee blocks, and you'll notice here that is 45 and 47, that says, because Trump is the 45th and 47th President of the United States. Right there. So those plaques are on the tee blocks.
So we didn't
around the
go
course.
back to back.
Here are the covers.
In the world, and
you can buy for your woods.
I imagine the gift shop is extensive.
So he has a plaque out there that was made for him on the 18th hole. You'll see it when he played it.
Love it.
What about the branding?
So apparently the Ace of Spades is a reference to a deck of cards that I actually have a copy of this deck of cards, which I picked up in Iraq, which was given to Special Forces soldiers, and it had all the 52 most wanted
That's right. I do remember that.
terrorists, and Osama bin Laden was the Ace of Spades. And so Trump has made himself the Ace of Spades.
Because he wants to be Osama bin Laden.
I don't. Anyway, let's not try and work out
I'm
what he's thinking.
confused by all that.
Well, I mean, that's
let's
a can of
go
worms right there.
Another Trump International video. This is just to show how nice the course is. So this is one of the guys teeing off. He said the course is in unbelievable condition. He said it is just...
No matter what side of politics you fall on, you can't argue. That's a good-looking golf course.
That is a good-looking golf course.
Golf course.
I don't care where you are, left, right, in between. That is not a blade of grass out of place.
Yeah, it's
I
better-
mean, if you've got issues with the housing crisis, just golf courses generally, you may not like. But anyway, he said...
Do you know if is this his course that he plays most, Trumpy?
I don't know. But this one is called Trump
that.
International in Florida. So I imagine... He's on there.
He's on there a fair bit.
He's on there a fair bit. Let's have a look at another one here. Oh, this is the burger you get in the club rooms afterwards, with Donald Trump's face stamped into the burger,
and you get to bite into his head,
and get to bite into Donald Trump's head, and Trump written in there. And there's a statue of Donald Trump. Apparently there's a few of these around the course. A statue of Donald.
Look at that full head of hair. Just
And I love that he's holding a MAGA hat in the statue as well. So that's true. That's Trump International. He said it was an incredible experience playing there. But let's have a look at the plaque on Trump International, which I sent through. So there's on one of the holes, there's a plaque. And it has all these different sort of etchings on it. It's like a marble plaque. And on the plaque is Mount Rushmore, but with Trump included.
which hasn't been done yet officially, has it?
No, it hasn't been officially done. There's Melania's eyes are looking at the top of the plaque. He's on there as the Ace of Spades, as we saw just before. There's someone praying for the January 6 protesters on the plaque as well. Fascinating.
So that's Disneyland, isn't it?
It's sort of halfway around the course. Anyway, so that's Trump International. So Glenn also played a course called Medalist at a place called Hobbs Sound in Florida, where loads of pro golfers are members there, and it's known as Tiger's Course.
Oh.
So it's one of Tiger's favourite courses.
Yeah.
It has the Tiger tees.
Yep.
And it has, in the clubhouse, what they described as a shrine to Tiger. Let's have a look. This is inside the clubhouse there. And as you turn around here, that's the shrine to Tiger there at Medalist. And then there's just sort of pictures here of all the other professional golfers who are members.
Might need some updating with Tiger's mugshot, maybe.
Tiger's had a rough weekend, hasn't he?
Well, I've got some Tiger news
for
this week. He staged his comeback in the TGL Indoor Comeback. That's the indoor golfing competition that he owns with Rory McIlroy at Jupiter Links. He got thrashed 9-2.
How did he take that? Took it well.
He took it pretty well.
Yeah. Just
but the news of the week with Tiger is he's back playing.
That's the big news.
That's it. Yep.
Your fingers on the pulse, Flem.
He's not playing in the Masters.
Why not?
Because he lost 9-2 and just felt like his game wasn't quite there. So
His driving wasn't quite up to scratch. His driving was a bit.
It says here it was almost like it was automatic. His driving was very, very good. It was just his short game that let him down. So there's an update on Tiger Woods this week.
I think you'll find his driving's been a little skewy.
What do you mean?
Over the last few days. I believe, did you see there was the fake Donald Trump tweet?
No.
It wasn't real. I thought it was real. It was a fake one.
Oh, what was it?
It said,
I thought it was
Tiger
real.
should be forgiven for this. Let him go. I'm calling on the governor of Florida to immediately pardon him from any charges relating to this accident. And it was quite believable.
Yeah.
But it's since come out that was a fake.
Are you kidding me? Because straight away you just go, yep.
Yeah.
That's one that he could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was all in on it. Well, let's have another look at Tiger's call. I think we've got another clip from Tiger's. Oh, no, have a listen to this.
Wow.
You know the comedian Chris Farley?
Swampy there in Florida.
Famous.
So it stops there. So I'm watching this, and one of the guys that Glenn's playing with says, you know, the comedian Chris Farley, this is the famous hole. And then the video stops. And I'm like,
What's the famous hole?
I did it. What? The Chris Farley? What? Hang on. And then I scroll through, and luckily,
Chris Farley was
have a listen to this.
Fell backwards into here, and he couldn't get out. So they've got the Chris Farley ladder. How funny!
Oh, how good. They put in a ladder because Chris Farley couldn't climb out of the swamp after he fell into it drunk. So there's the Chris Farley ladder.
I mean, you're assuming he was drunk, Lehmo. Let's not.
Sorry. But so the legend goes.
Besmirch Chris Farley.
Yes.
That's
So
great.
where's Tiger going forward? He's had the other accident, Pete. So what are you suggesting? What does Tiger go? Where's he from here?
Or less drugs. Because that was apparently found in his system. Am I correct in saying that?
Well,
I'm distancing
go with
myself from all of Peter Hellier's comments, by the way.
because he
there's no alcohol.
he was
no
000, wasn't he? Yes.
No alcohol. But obviously, he needs to clean up whatever's going wrong. Maybe get an Uber.
The cops did
Maybe
say-
when you make that much money, get yourself an Uber.
What about an automatic car?
No, I don't trust him.
Self-driving.
No, I don't trust him. No.
Because he would have blown into there, 000, he would have got going. He did yell 4,
Uber just
evidently,
getting there.
as he crashed into the...
He did.
The
What about-
instincts just kicked in.
Kicked in.
4.
Kicked in.
Do you reckon $1 billion would be enough to just pay for a driver
Yeah.
Yeah.
to have permanently
it
on
doesn't
call?
make sense.
Could you fill that role?
I'd be happy to be Tiger Woods' driver.
Can you imagine how many people would happily be Tiger Woods'
Yes.
driver
For free.
unders? Yeah.
For
Yeah.
unders.
So Tiger, if you're watching,
Come
mate,
on.
our thoughts are with you.
Yeah.
Uber or a driver.
Is he playing? Is he not playing the Masters?
I'm pretty sure he's not now.
He's not now. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, hang on,
indoor
but
Tiger,
Scotty-
driving good,
Scotty
outdoor
Scheffler-
driving not good.
Scotty Scheffler got arrested on course and he ended up finishing that tournament. You're suggesting that Tiger Woods cannot play the Masters.
I think his body's not right, is it?
Okay.
And maybe mentally not
Not quite there.
there.
All right, we'll find out. I'm still backing him to play.
You reckon he'll just rock up?
I think he'll just turn up. He can do whatever he wants. It's Tiger.
He'll be at the dinner.
Yeah. Tell us about the dinner. You love the dinner? Who's choosing the dinner this year? It would be Rory McIlroy, wouldn't it?
It's Rory.
So the tradition is the previous winner chooses the menu.
Correct.
And I just need to find the menu. Yeah. So what about they're there? So for the appetizers,
Yeah. What's he got?
you can go for the peach ricotta flatbread.
Okay.
What about the rock shrimp tempura? Would you go that?
Sounds all right.
Right. Okay. Maybe.
Bacon wrapped dates. These are all the appetizers.
So where? So
And last one, sorry, the grilled elk sliders.
Grilled elk.
where's this? Because Rory McIlroy isn't choosing these dishes. Let's be honest. He's not.
Hey.
Working through his Miguel Maestre cookbook and going, "Oh, let's let's choose this one."
I'm going to get
No.
very angry right now. I'm
He won.
assuming
He won
did.
Celebrity MasterChef in Ireland.
Did he?
It did.
No, I think it was come dine with me.
Sorry, come dine with me.
So what are you suggesting? Suggesting.
I am suggesting that I'm just wondering where these dishes actually come from, because there was who had the famous, where it was just like mac and cheese, had kept it very simple.
Oh, that was
Was it Fred Couples or
no,
was it
It was
no.
Bubba, wasn't it?
Bubba Watson? Bubba
Yes.
Watson just kept it very simple, and I
Yeah.
think, okay, that's come from Bubba.
Yes.
I'm not thinking that's come from. I
You're
think
calling
he's
Rory
consult-
out.
I
You're
think
calling Alice Cooper out
He's-
about his 65, and now you're calling Rory. This is not
he's
his menu.
consulted somebody.
So what, out of those,
Bubba Watson. I'll tell you what his was: Caesar salad,
Yep.
entree, main course, grilled chicken breast, dessert, vanilla ice cream.
Yep. But that's all Bubba Watson.
There you go.
My mate
so
Bubba.
what out of those appetizers alarms you that it's not Rory? Is it the elk?
The elk, maybe the grilled elk.
Is there many? Is
Grilled
there a
elk.
lot of elk
That-
in
that-
Ireland?
That
Ricotta-
famous Irish dish, grilled elk.
Yeah. Ricotta flatbread. Doesn't ring true.
And he's just going, beef and salmon as the main.
Okay, good.
Where
fair
are
enough.
where are the potatoes? There should just be a dish that's just
He's got
potatoes.
There's carrots and sprouts.
Irish aren't known for their carrots.
Brussels sprouts.
This represent a little bit. Represent your home country.
I don't think
Get
I
some
like
potatoes.
this. There's a traditional Irish champ.
What about
does that
a
mean?
Guinness pie?
And
just-
the dessert? Yeah, to mix all that. It's a sticky toffee pudding.
That's probably the most home ground thing he's got on this.
Is that an
Menu.
Irish dish?
I'll accept that. I accept that Rory may have gone. That's the one dish that I think Rory might have gone. I like a sticky date pudding. Put it on the menu.
So what about us? What would we go as Aussies? You know what I'd start with? Just prawn cocktail.
Good old fashioned
Do you know what
prawn
I mean?
cocktail.
Yeah,
100%.
Island sauce, iceberg lettuce, just
Yes. Yep.
A ham,
And that's
comforting.
it. And no
sleep on.
no choices. That's it.
No, that's it.
ham steak,
Yep.
golden circle, pineapple. Walk away.
Is
Beautiful.
that
And walk away.
Is that main or entree?
That's main.
That's main.
It's main.
My
I was going to
main-
throw in a tuna mornay.
Yeah, tuna mornay.
Tuna mornay.
Okay, so
Yep.
you want the tuna mornay or do you want the ham
Oh,
steak?
you can have them together,
Yeah.
together if you
How
want.
many of the former Masters winners would just walk out then? They don't want to eat that, do they?
Oh,
Uh,
Tuna
what about-
mornay. And then for dessert,
No. What about chicken parma? Aussie.
look, it's not bad.
Yeah, Palmer.
4
yeah,
and 20
Palmer.
meat pie.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're just going through all the classic Aussie dishes.
That's what I'm just
yeah,
thinking.
Yeah. And for dessert, a
Pavlova?
No, come on,
Lamington.
Viennetta.
A Viennetta.
Viennetta.
Yeah, it's a
Mwah.
pavlova every day of the week.
Well, you can have a bit of both. You have a bit of Viennetta and pavlova. Viennetta. Oh,
You can
get
only
that
have
crunch-
one
you get that
option.
crunch in the ice cream.
Viennetta straight
Well,
out of
well,
the straight
well,
out
I
of the
Viennetta.
reckon you're never going to win the Masters just
Why?
because all that.
I mean, I can't believe
shit.
that was part of the premise of this discussion.
No, you got to win it.
Okay, well, let's end the discussion now.
and
Nobody
he's-
here's winning it.
I've lost where he's
Nobody
got. He's got 1,000-pound wine bottles, but for us, we just want a slab of VB or Carlton Draft, don't we?
Yeah.
So
Slab
wash
of
it
it
down.
and a cask of Riesling.
A Riesling. Yeah.
In a cask. And we do laybacks around the
Yeah,
table.
goon bags.
With the cask of Riesling.
Well, if an Aussie wins it, we can put this suggestion in for them.
right.
Who's
Which
the most?
Aussie's going to win it, by
Yeah,
the way?
who is?
Hey, you know, if Elvis Smiley wins this weekend, I think he qualifies.
I thought he was already going. Okay.
No,
well,
I think
that'd be great.
I think I read something that said if he wins this weekend, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
The Easter long weekend meets low, low prices at Dan Murphy's. Stock up early to avoid the Good Friday scramble so you can kick back and sip this long weekend. Found it cheaper? Dan's will beat it. Nobody beats Dan Murphy's. T's and C's applies and choose to drink wise.
Speaking of playing golf,
what'd you two get up to?
We played together at Riversdale.
Yes. Describe the conditions.
Good conditions. Good conditions. Got a little bit breezy on about 3 holes.
We rock
That was
up,
it. That was it.
and the golfer
Hang on.
formerly known as Windy Pete
Yes.
became Windy Pete again. It
Tell
was
you-
windy.
I tell you, who I became.
It's your fault.
No, it wasn't windy. It was. I tell you, I became Sandy Pete. That's what I became because I spent a lot of time in those bunkers, and we played with TC.
Yeah.
Who's
good man.
So he got tested.
Yeah,
Didn't
he got tested.
He's not normally in Dave Colbert's group, the former Olympian long jumper.
Yes, I
and-
do
and
know
very good
Dave,
in the media.
Dave Colbert,
Colby.
TC. Who's TC?
Tim Cleary. That's his mate.
Right.
Actually, we've got DCTC. It's a very short nicknamed group, that one.
Yeah.
And we played par.
Yeah, I never
Describe par to
never
Lehmo.
played par before, and I played off the blue tees, which gave me a few extra.
No, it was whites, wasn't it?
Shots, yep. So par, you're basically just working in plus or minus. Basically, if you par the hole, it's a plus, and if you get a bogey or double bogey, you get a minus. Is that basically right? You explain it, Flem.
Rob, just edit that bit out. So we played par, boys. And it's almost like you are playing against the golf course.
It was kind of like it was like Pete was on Thank God You're Here just then and walked into a golf. Where's the golfing expert? He said, Mr. Hellier, we're so glad you're here.
It's never confident at the end when you go, is that right?
Well,
But it's the first time you played it.
first time I played it.
And we didn't know till about the second hole.
Yeah.
When I went, we're not 4 points, we're +1 or -2. You didn't start well, but it's almost like you're playing against a invisible golfer and they're getting 2 points if Stableford or even every hole. So you're playing against them. So if you get a 3-pointer, that'll be a plus, 2-pointers even, and then anything below that, negative.
Rob,
But
edit
the
that
positive of the negative is you can't have 2 negatives.
Yeah, edit that.
It's only 1 negative.
Rob, edit this.
But the negative of the positive is you can't have 2 positives.
Yeah, Rob, edit this.
Is that
all.
right?
Yeah.
Edit this all.
Are you
Anyway,
comfortable with that explanation?
We played par, which is whatever it is. It was a fun way to play. It was a fun way to play. Different way to play.
-3 after 3, did you think it was a fun competition to play?
I did not. No. I actually, my driving was working.
Good.
My driving was
Very
working.
good.
And the first tee, I was optimistic. Put it right up near the green, but just next to the bunker, so I had to chip over a bunker. But I'm thinking, okay, if I chip on here, my chipping's been pretty good recently. If I get close to the hole, birdie chance.
Yeah, we're thinking
chance.
Stableford at this
Yeah,
stage.
here we go. Put it in the bunker, the old Lehmo classic, into the bunker.
That's my move.
Yeah.
Stop stealing my material.
So then I got out of the bunker, but I went through the green.
That wasn't a bad shot.
It,
You were unlucky there.
wasn't bad. The greens were a bit faster than I thought. I thought I had a bit more space to work with. Dipped into the bunker, and then I took 2 to get out.
So you've gone out of the bunker, through the green, into another bunker.
Yeah,
2 to get out.
And
Oh,
then 2
you've
to
done a
get out.
Saddam Hussein.
Yeah,
Bunker
and then,
to bunker.
and then out, and then I had a 7. Then I had a 7 in the second hole. And
But in the end, with par, once
Hang on,
you'd had
which-
5,
yes,
it was
yeah.
minus anyway.
Did you start on the
First
par
hole.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, the par 3.
For the short course, and it's like a 200-metre
Yeah.
par
yeah.
3 to start. And then the second hole's tough, isn't it? Uphill all the way.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we played pretty well, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we got to our short par 3, the 12A. So I think we've got you swinging this one.
Okay, yep.
That's okay. Peter, 89 metres. Have you got a
Okay.
hole in one before?
Let me think.
Go through all your rounds.
No.
Okay. What are we hitting into this?
Wedge?
Yep, 2-tier. Holes regulation size. Join the club of us that have had a hole in one
Good.
here.
Regulation.
I'm liking this swing, Pete.
Had the ball a bit further
Get
back.
over the bunker and that. Look at could that. bounce right.
That's pure.
Oh,
It was
great shot.
nice.
Birdie putt for
How close was that?
Petey.
It was about 10 foot.
Because we'd had rain, it didn't. Generally, it had kicked towards the hole, but
Yeah,
it
right.
didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how much is your swing improved?
Yeah. I think I've always had a nice swing. It's just not consistent enough.
Yeah.
So happy with that swing. Then it was your turn to step up to the plate. I know I missed that putt, but I had the par. That was good.
Yep.
And then you stepped up to the tee, and let's have a look at the Fleming. Okay, nice shot there.
Yeah.
I want to go this 48. It's my new Titleist T250.
Don't know what I hit. Did I hit a?
I haven't used it yet.
I think it was my new, because I've got new Titleist irons. Instead of a 50 degree, I've got a new 48 degree. So I was finding out the distance with
You
this.
still
I
getting
like you're wearing a very fashionable hat too, Flem. I like it.
live golf, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you got one?
I've got one.
Have you got one?
Yeah, I got one. Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Good.
That's
Good
weird.
gear. Here we go.
Taking it.
Nice. Where's that gone?
For a while.
Oh. Hello. How close was that?
Not as close as mine.
No, because it feeds away,
Feeds away,
doesn't
yeah.
it? So we both parred that one.
Yep, it's a good hole for us.
That's a tricky little hole there.
I hate that hole. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever teed the ball onto the green on that hole ever.
Because it's only from 75 metres to probably 100 in length, but it's 2-tiered, isn't it?
Yeah.
And generally, I spin off. It's hard to land on.
Sometimes those shorter holes are
Yeah.
the ones that get you. There's one at Yarra Bend, which is I think now the 10th, which is right in front of the clubhouse. So everyone, sometimes they're sitting on the
Yep.
beanbags
Oh,
and
yeah.
having drinks,
Yes.
watching you. And it's only the 95 metres.
Well, Kingston Heath is at the 10th. That's a very short par 3 as well. So they can be tricky.
Yeah.
Particularly if they're 2-tiered and a lot of bunkers around it.
Mm.
And talking about tricky, we know Riversdale's tricky because of the
Yes.
undulations.
Yes.
So we got to the 15th and Pete had a little... You had a question for yourself, wasn't it? To putt or chip?
Yeah, I was at the back of the green, and I've been very big on using my 7-iron to chip and run.
15.
You know?
This is the long par 5.
Long par 5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so I was there for 4. So
Right. Great.
chip on close to the hole,
Yeah.
whack it in for a
With two
par.
shots.
Yeah, with 2 shots. So like I'm
Well, for a birdie.
about to cash in.
Yeah.
So and I've been big on using my 7-iron to chip and run.
Yep.
And I was telling, when the voice, you don't listen to the voice.
Yeah.
You can putt it. You actually putt it from here. Just putt it. But I got the 7-iron out, and as soon as I hit it, if hit it too hard, it's gone past the hole.
Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look.
Here we
Did you know
go.
straight away, there's too much to this, or were you hoping?
I realised after I've hit it, so I've hit it past, and because there's a big kind of.
So you've hit it through the green with your 4th shot.
and you know,
Look where it is.
it ends up
70
that's from the back
metres
of the
away.
green. I was only about.
And what
Oh,
about
hang on. So you've hit it through.
and in between TC has putted it in off.
Yeah, I was basically in the same position as he was. We were
Yeah.
almost next to each other. So he's ended up putting it in, which Flem misses with the camera because he's focusing on this idiot who's put the ball 40 metres away.
And that is very common on the 15th there, isn't it? So you've gone from 15 metres
Yeah.
to chip
And
to a 70 metre.
My chipping's not really working for me, but that's.
And you're not happy with your pitching, but have a look at this shot here.
This
We'll practice.
So is
swing.
this your 5th?
is my 5th, yeah. Here we go.
More, and I like it, I think.
Look at that for a shot.
Oh,
What a great shot. That almost actually bounced in.
yes.
So that would have been for par,
It would have been for par, and then I think I had 2 more putts out there.
too. So you had an even there.
So you had a par. You had a 7.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. Mm.
So we got through, and eventually I played to par,
Yeah.
and you were 4 down.
4 down. So it was disappointing.
32
My
points.
last few holes, because I was 1 down.
Oh, you fought back, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the 1 down. So I was like, this is great. And then it all fell apart after that. My last 3 holes were not good.
Yeah. So it was good. Like he was in trouble early, 3 down,
Fought
fought
back.
back.
Found a
just
way.
fell in the heap
Found a
in the
way.
end. Found a way.
Found a way.
Right.
But it was a
I
fun
think it's
way
your
to
best
play.
round you've had at Riversdale, and
Yes,
it
agreed.
showed to me how much you've improved.
I was happy with my driving, just some not smart golf at times, and some bad chipping,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is actually I'm not worried about because my chipping's not bad.
But you put a card in.
Put a card in,
And is there a handicap update?
There is
Yes.
no change.
Yeah.
That's the update. That's the update.
It was one shot. I worked it out. If he was just one shot better, because you wiped the last hole,
So that
it would have
hole,
improved.
if I had actually used the putter, I reckon I would have.
Yeah.
You know,
Is there, I saw, because I was always, if you're off the green, chip, right? Chip and run, always,
yep.
right?
But at
then
Riversdale,
I
you
just
take
saw-
a risk.
I saw a thing on Instagram Reels with Arnold Palmer, and he was playing with someone, and he just goes, I'm going to save you a lot of trouble. They were about to chip from not far off the green. He goes, I'm going to save you a lot of trouble here. And he just pulls the putter out of their bag. He says, use this.
Yeah.
I'm just reducing your risk factors here.
I-
Use the putter.
I always look at.
So now I use the putter a lot. If I'm just
Depends
off.
what the grass is doing, from the distance between the ball and the ground. How much grass am I
And
going
that
through?
one is
how thick
massively
is that grass?
downhill.
But that was downhill, and the
See-
grass was actually pretty good. It was pretty fine.
And the 7-iron was just
it was a
not-
bad-
you need to use like a 56 or a 60. You need to get loft.
I
So
wasn't
when it
that-
landed, it didn't
I wasn't
run
that
as
far
much.
away to even try to get loft. It was a putter every day of the week,
Yeah.
and I was stupid, dumb golf. So when we play
gotta get
next,
rid of your Derek.
smart golf, and we are playing. So we're very excited this week, Lehmo.
Oh, yeah.
We got a little bit of news.
Oh, what do you mean?
This is, I'll do, are you ready? I'm going to do a little drum roll. Brrrr.
There's been a lot of you've been going, Lehmo, Pete, you got to become a member of a club. Become a member of a club. We are officially now
Windy and long ball, I call
members of Green Acres
Yeah.
Golf Club. Yes.
Green Acres.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na. Yes. So we are very excited.
Very excited.
To be
Absolutely
on
pumped.
board with the legends at Green Acres and to be getting down and playing regularly on the course there. Pete.
Hey, talking about how scary was the interview process?
Wow.
Look,
Wow.
Pete and I are men of a certain caliber. Damien.
Is this how you started the interview?
it was
the
on-
interview process is a little different for people like
It was an online. It was an online conversation, basically. When I say online, over email, and then but we're catching up with them this week.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But because we played with Ash Hall there about a month ago.
He's the pro who Pete played with at the
At
Vic
Moon-
PGA.
At Moon Links. Great guy, Pie supporter, and we just love the course. We absolutely, it's a phenomenal course. Beautiful facilities there.
Well, I've never played there.
Well-
and it's got Green Acres and
Well,
Riversdale have got reciprocal rights
you
too.
come out
Yes.
with us this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll take you on a tour
Oh,
of our
thank you.
home course,
Yes.
show
Green
you-
Acres.
We'll show you around.
Yeah.
Can't
Yes.
wait to see your
'Cause the
own
grass-
locker. Your own locker.
The
or-
grass
Yeah.
is always greener at Green Acres.
Acres.
There's a little slogan. That's for free. Have
That
that
was
one
the-
for free. Have
that
one
was
for
part
free.
of the deal. Pete had to write them a slogan.
But this is so awesome because you'll be able to go down and practice.
Yeah, so
You
what-
can't
the
play
great
18.
thing
I
is-
can
Take us
play
through your
9.
point. Take us through your point about the importance of having a home club.
Well, you're just going to play more.
Yeah.
And when you don't have time, like if you're not at a course, you're always thinking 18 holes. So, and it might be half an hour away. But when it's your own course,
Yeah.
you might be thinking, my pitching and chipping's not going well. Oh, well, I'll go and use the practice facilities there and just do that. Or maybe my putting. and then you will just play. You're going to play there 2 or 3 times a month.
And
And you'll
plus,
get used to
you
where
get
to hit the
used to-
ball and
I've played at 9
undulations.
different courses this year.
Yeah.
And to play regularly at one, you're right, you get the hang of it. You learn the little tricks. You understand where it goes. Then the handicap starts to come
I
down.
think you'll just
I
drop
think.
3 shots like that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like that. But that is great news.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
So we're very excited about that.
Because remember what the podcast is called. Make
Me.
good
At
Golf.
That wraps another episode of Make Me Good at Golf. Now, why not make me good at long weekends with Dan Murphy's? Get your favourite drinks at the lowest prices. Found it cheaper? Dan's will beat it. Nobody beats Dan Murphy's. T's and C's applies, and choose to drink wise.